Welcome to I Love My HBCU ? The podcast where we express our undeniable love for HBCUs, but where we are also not afraid to address a few tough questions. So, sit back, learn a little, love a lot, and rep your HBCU. Guys, how are you? Lovely. How has this been for you? So before we start what we're about to do as a closer, to everyone that has checked on this rolled ankle of mine, I appreciate you. I really, really do. I do want to say this, and I am an extremely emotional person, so I'm going to make this very, very unemotional intentionally. Some people know this, that I have designed competitions for other organizations for the last 10 to 12 years, and I do a pretty good job at it. But there was a couple of things missing, and what was missing to me, and based on what some of the students have told me is, can we just compete on issues that matter to us, as opposed to it being about STEM, as opposed to it being about technology? And I said, let's do it. So that's how this came to be. You don't have a vision and do that vision alone. That's number one. Number two, if you were not here, this would not be a success. So I do want to take a moment and ask you to give yourselves a round of applause. For wanting to be tested and also wanting to hear your voices. It shocked me to find out that a good number of you just found out today that there was a monetary award that goes with the winnings. That shocked me. Yeah, like a couple of hours ago. So that means you just wanted to compete, and you just wanted to test yourselves, and you just want to be challenged. And for that alone, I absolutely freaking love you. I think that's amazing. So what are we about to do right now? So if you know, I Love My HBCU ? Also has a podcast component to it. And so we want to actually tape our very first live podcast and use that to announce the winners of the Social Impact Pitch competition. So are we ready? Are we ready? Yes. So I'm going to start it a little bit differently. Typically, the way I start the podcast is another episode, another reason to love your HBCU. Today I'm going to say another day, another reason to love yourselves. So, on that note, the third prize winner of the inaugural Social Impact Pitch competition for I Love My HBCU ? Tosin, do not say the wrong name. Do not say the wrong name. It's North Carolina Central University. And they are en route to North Carolina as we speak. So we're going to have one of our organizers, Sydney Ivory, literally accept this on their behalf. And can you tease them a little bit for not being here to receive their prize?
I didn't appreciate that at all, because this was going to be such an amazing experience for them. And I just have to say, they came in and they were serious. I saw every submission that they had. They really did not come here to play at all. So I just want to accept this award on behalf of our North Carolina Central team.
Are you going to share the money with them since you're winning on their behalf? Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Sydney. So coming in second, they're going to know who they are when I say this. They truly thought they had lost yesterday when they saw the numbers of people on the team. So without much further ado, Dillard University, you came in second. Yes, they are. Come on. What does it feel like to be coming in second place inaugurally for the social impact pitch competition? And if you don't mind, especially for those who aren't here in the room, what would you say to them about being in the room in the future?
First off, to start, I feel amazing for winning this competition. I mean, well, not second place, but second place, you know. When I walked in, I was so nervous. I had no clue what was going to happen. I was just like, ah. And then the first day of the hackathon, I was like, oh, this is killing me. It was stressful, but every step of the way, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And for those who aren't in the room, I would just say, make sure you get in the room. Find ways to put yourself out there. I've done a lot of public speaking, but this is your first time, right? And she put herself out there every step of the way, and I'm so proud of her. So just make sure that get through all the jitters and just put yourself out there.
I also want to emphasize the importance of being in the room is prior to coming here, we didn't really receive details on what to expect, what's going to happen, how we're going to do it, including this monetary award. And bringing yourself into the room gives you an opportunity to learn from the experience hands-on. There was a lot of character building in these past 3 days. There are some strengths which I didn't know I had, which I discovered because I was in the room. And there were some challenges that I learned to maneuver because I was in the room. So come and be in the room.
Thank you so much. So, for our winners, you're going to be taking a seat up here. You're going to have a lovely conversation with us. How would you describe who our winners are? Come on, let's have you describe them without giving it away who they are. Stressful?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Stressing?
Yes.
I just asked her a question, I'm answering. Come on, go ahead.
I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was scared. I don't want to say why I'm scared because that would give it away. But I'm really proud of this team in particular. I got the opportunity to talk to, I think, almost all of them about their experience coming here, like their personal lives. And I don't know, I just have to say, like, this team, I'm glad that they won.
She's glad that they won. So after we mention who the winners are, you're going to join me and we're going to have a lovely conversation. So without much further ado, Norfolk State University. So I wanted to throw you off a little bit, okay? So I was just throwing words out there. So same thing, please tell us what it means that you won this award. Is this going into the Legacy Fund? What it means to win this award, and to those who are not in the room, why should they be in the room next time?
First and foremost, I just want to thank you all for organizing this whole event. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor, and I'm grateful to receive this award. It means a lot, truly, to receive this award, especially with the group that I was able to receive it with. Lorenzo and I, like I've said a few times, we've done a lot of pitches together, and this is our first time ever coming first place, and this is also our last pitch competition in undergrad. So as we prepare to graduate in 10 days, I just want to say to the people that aren't in the room, show up and continue to show up, because eventually you will get your win.
I'm sorry, y'all. I haven't been nervous this whole competition, but I'm nervous right now. I want to say this is a very emotional moment for me, as Dwayne said. But like you said before, we didn't know there was a monetary prize. I think we just came in here passionate about proposing a solution that we thought could help our community, and we put our best foot forward. And so it does mean a lot to us. And so I want to say for the people who aren't in the room, once you are here, because you should be here, just propose a solution that you care about and that's you're passionate about, and put your best foot forward to put your team in the best position to win.
This is my first pitch competition, and so coming in and like meeting the guys and them trusting me and trusting my ideas and giving me a chance to really use my voice and elevate it to this capacity to really put this whole action plan out on the floor and get the feedback from the judges and be able to make the right adjustments to make sure that the intention is behind it and that our passion is really showing through it. To come out with a win at my first competition, I think is great. Finishing out senior year strong, this is really great. I'm really thankful. For people that I feel like should be in this room, it's trusting yourself. It's showing up even on days where you're not feeling 100%. It's making sure that you stay true to yourself and that you understand you know your passion more than anyone, and so you know what you need to be doing to get to the doors that you need to get through. So I think just show up, use your voice, and don't be scared to elevate in these rooms.
Again, just want to say thank you to everybody who organized this, especially I Love My HBCU ? Being able to be here in this room and being able to just sit along all these other college students who are excelling in their own facets of life is crazy to just be able to be here. I want to say to my seniors, thank you guys. You guys continue to show me different outlooks on life and how you can prosper in your different life, and want to understand how just one small step can lead to monuments of dominoes falling. So with that being said, to the person who may not be in this room right now, my word of advice is bet on yourself and then invest into the future after that. You bet on yourself and understand you can get yourself into these doors, sit yourself into these rooms, bring a seat up to the table. But after you're at the table, it's not just about you at that point. It's about investing into the next person, as these seniors have done for me. And now for me to give it to a sophomore, give it to a freshman, or even the high schoolers coming into Norfolk State University and all these HBCUs across America, being able to invest into somebody else so they can understand what it's like to prosper and get that first win to give it back to the next person down the line.
All right, let's have a lovely conversation. Can someone get this check, please? Sydney? Okay, we're a little cozy. We're a little cozy. So 3 things that I always do on the podcast. First is finding out how you picked the university that you picked. So if you don't mind, not too long, not too short, give us your college selection journey. Why Norfolk State University?
Norfolk State University was far enough from home, but close enough to home to where I can make my own legacy and build my own foundation. And, the money made sense for me.
Does that mean full scholarship?
Pretty much, yes, ma'am.
Nice.
I didn't know what Norfolk State University was until the Midnight Golf program introduced it to me. And one of my main goals was to graduate from school debt-free, and Norfolk State University gave me the closest thing to that. Luckily, just being blessed by God, I was able to get a full ride to Norfolk State University.
Love it.
I actually, when I graduated high school, didn't know what university I was going to go to until I think a month before the semester began. I had applied to 23 schools. I got accepted to every school I was going to. And when my cousin told me that he was going to Norfolk State, I said, I'm going to go where family's going. And so I came to NSU. I found my community. I found my space. And I feel like they've really taught me the things about myself, and I've been able to really grow in this space.
Lovely.
I always like to say that Norfolk State University chose me. I did a lot of my college applications late as an athlete, and I didn't really have much guidance until late in my senior year. But I had the grades to gratefully enough receive an 85% scholarship from Norfolk State and meet the dean of the business school and hear about the opportunities that they had to offer. And that kind of led me to making my decision. And then a year in, I was able to turn that 85% into a full ride.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So next question. You're the only female on this team, and every now and then, I'm gonna fill you in on a little secret. But why is she by herself? Does she not like them? So tell us what it was like. Tell us what it was like working with them.
The guys are actually great. I promise. There's nothing wrong with them. I just sometimes really enjoy being in my own space and kind of being to myself and having introspection. So that's why a lot of times you would see me by myself. I just really enjoy it. But no, the guys, they did a great job of making me like reassured the first day when I came in. Lorenzo and Dwayne, they really know. I was really asking them, like, guys, am I doing enough? Am I contributing? I don't feel like I'm adding as much as I should be adding, or I'm showing up as much as you guys. And they both were really great at reassuring me, like, no, you're doing just fine. When Demetrius came in the very next day, he was already smiles and jokes and happy, and I was like, oh, okay, they're all okay. I'm not weird. Okay, they're seeing me. We're here. Like, I don't have to do too much. They understand, and they were really great at just making sure I knew, like, hey, your voice is useful. We want to hear your thoughts. We want you to speak. We want you to kind of give us a little bit more guidance here and there. And to utilize it and to not feel shy about speaking up when I feel like I needed to.
Thank you. So go ahead. Go ahead.
Kayla carried all the way. Look, there was tidbits and pieces with our whole program as a whole that I feel like Kayla was able to understand a lot better and more thorough because of her background in social work. And it was like, I'm finance and accounting, Dwayne's finance, and he's poli-sci. And so being able to like see it from different lenses, different viewpoints, and we've done pitch competitions before. And so for her to come in and be straight at it, and she's like, I came in and I wasn't here for the first day because I had my transfer of power ceremony. But when I got here, Kayla was like, I didn't commit too much. I felt like I wasn't helping enough the first day, and I just want to do more. And when we got into that second day with that pitch slide, she was on it. I was so amazed. And so, like, genuinely, it was, like, grateful to be working alongside you.
So I want to affirm that I happened to eavesdrop behind you guys after your first pitch it forward yesterday, and there was obvious collaboration between the four of you. And I heard, I don't know who it was, but I heard one of you consistently let her know that she literally saved the day during your pitch it forward. To those who don't like working in groups, so we've all been to college, it's a college audience that's listening to us, and who complain about group projects, how important was the chemistry and collaboration that occurred between the four of you?
I can start. I say the chemistry kind of made us. It's kind of what led us to winning. I feel like once we met each other earlier on in the year, when we knew we would all be coming to this competition, we got to know each other at that moment. Because, like you said, we've done a few pitch competitions, and we know how important it is to be on one accord. So once we got together, kind of figured out what our backgrounds were and what our strengths were and what our weaknesses were, we were able to talk about it, discuss it, and kind of come with that already in mind and be prepared to work.
Anyone else?
Yes, absolutely. I would like to double back off that. I think the chemistry and just knowing each other's strengths, like we knew Demetrius, he's a great public speaker, and so we thought it was very important for him to be able to tell the story part of our proposal. And then me and Dwayne, we know each other's strengths because we worked together before, and so we know we would be leading majority of the business aspect of our pitch, and then we knew that Kayla comes from a different background, and she can give us a different perspective as far as how could we present this to the judges in a way that they understand so that it's not too technical. And she also helped us think about things that we didn't think about. So just that chemistry right there, it took us all the way.
So I think this is my last question on your process. So listen, when you do these things, for the record, the organizers are talking about you the entire time. So we're looking at each person, we're looking at each team, and we're making commentary on all of you. It's all nice, but we're making commentary on all of you. And we noticed that your team was the only team that barely went to the coaches. Did you guys realize that? It's not a dig. It's not a dig. I'm just saying, your team barely went to the coaches. Tell us why, not why. I'm just curious about the process. The coaches were there, they were available. You came to them eventually, but initially it was like, no, we got this. And we saw that as confidence, for the record. We literally said, there's something they know we don't know. That they've decided to just trust themselves. At least that's how we saw it. What was really going on?
I believe you mentioned it earlier when we were in that room when you said sail the vision. I think we truly believed in the vision. And with it being our Norristown neighborhood, being in Norfolk, where we go to school at, where we just completed 4 years of undergrad at, we truly had the vision and we were all on one accord. So I believe that kind of led us to just really believing in what we were creating and working on. So when we needed to go to the coaches, we definitely went to the coaches. But other than that, we kind of just really believed in what we were doing.
I can say I, at times, did want to go to the coaches. But the guys were so, like, strong on, no, we're good. Like, we've got this. We sold it. Like, what we said the second day, what we put in the first day, they were so confident in it being enough. And it made me more confident that it was enough. And it reassured me to where I was like, okay, yeah. If they feel like they're good, they've done this before, then I'm just going to stand by what they think and just go with it.
Anyone else before? I have a follow-up to that. Okay, so this is the first competition ever for me where we have shared remote judges' feedback with the competitors. I personally did not like that, and I did not want to do that, but we asked, and it seemed as if they wanted it. Did that destabilize you? Did that make you, it didn't seem so to me when looking at your team, but I want to know with your team, each time you saw feedback, and the reason why I'm asking that is you just said they were sure about what it is and the direction that you guys were going, and because of that, you didn't really need to consult the coaches that much. Does that also apply to the feedback that you received from the remote judges as they were reviewing Sprint 1, Sprint 2, and Sprint 3?
Absolutely. Some of the feedback that we receive is that they didn't think that our idea was innovative enough, and we kind of looked at it as if, like, we're innovative in a way that our pitch actually is innovative in a way that is going to make an impact. And so that's how we looked at it, and we believed that we could get that message across. And so we trusted ourselves enough to believe in our idea.
Okay, a little bit. I said we also, kind of read in between the lines. If that was the feedback we got, we weren't innovative enough. I didn't feel like that was a huge problem that we had to make that many adjustments. I felt like we just had to deliver our solution in a way that the judges were able to understand how this would make impact on top of the other solutions that are already being implemented.
So I'm hearing confidence, I'm hearing trust your vision, and I want to add, if you don't know who she is, her name is Amy Sherald. She is the artist, portraitist behind Michelle Obama specifically's national portrait in the National Portrait Gallery. The only reason why I bring her up is you've said what she lives without realizing it. If somebody gives you a compliment, If somebody gives you a criticism, trust your vision. And that's what I'm hearing that you guys did. It almost didn't seem as if it mattered what the feedback was. You heard it, but you were so sure about exactly what it is you were doing that it didn't waver you. So kudos to you, because I think it's kind of challenging for any of us, but especially students, when you think you're hearing from an expert, you think the expert knows better. But you trusted knowing that you knew exactly where you wanted to go. All right, let's make this fun. So I always treat every single guest on the podcast to a rapid fire segment. Yes. So I'm gonna do the same thing with you. And just for the interest of time, it's going to be each person. So each person doesn't have to answer all the questions. I'm gonna start with you, it's Dwayne. So I'm going to start with you, so the next question goes to you and you and you, okay? Are we ready? Okay, before we start the rapid fire, it's called a rapid fire in 67 seconds. Who wants to take a wild guess why it's 67 seconds? If you've watched the podcast, you cannot answer. Yes. 1867, but why 1867? Anyone want to take a wild guess at that? Why 1867? We clearly were not founded in 1867, by the way, so why 1867? Come on, you just won, come on. Really? Do you want Lincoln to get at you? They said it was the first time that no. Renaya's like, did he just say that? It is, but it's not because of that. It is the single year where the most HBCUs were founded. 10 HBCUs were founded in 1867, so it pays homage to the year that the most HBCUs were founded. You'll never forget that after today, right? Praise the Lord. Okay, rapid fire. 67 seconds on the clock. That means answer it as quickly and as short as possible. People run the clock. I want this done in 67 seconds for all four of you. Morning or night?
Morning.
Morning.
No. Let's start over. Different question. They're like, here. Different question. Are we starting this again? Let me know when to go. Give me a countdown. Football or basketball?
Basketball.
Heels or sneakers?
Heels.
Jollof rice or fufu?
Yellow fries.
Wait, oh gosh. What does HBCU pride mean to you?
Showing up 100% every time.
Still all the time? Okay. What? Oh, for Father Lord. If your journey had a theme song, what song is it?
Victory lap.
Everyone answer that one.
Work Bitch by Britney Spears.
Victory lap.
I smile.
Aww. Time. Thank you so much. That was really cute. So we always end the podcast the exact same way, but today's going to be with a little twist. In one word or short phrase, what does I love my HBCU ? Mean to you?
To me, it means through the good, the bad, the long lines of financial aid, the maybe getting a scholarship. I love my HBCU no matter what.
To me, it means just being intentional in the way that you represent your university and how you show up and represent other HBCU students as well.
I think it's showing up for your community, whatever that looks like for you. If that's in a space that's operating within the lens of your major, your degree program, or just for the family that you've created throughout your campus experience, I think that's what that means for me.
For me, it means taking the opportunity that you're given and just maximizing it, and really just utilizing the platform you have for those that come after you.
My name is Oluwatosin Adigbola. I am grateful to every single person who has been here. Yours in HBCU love. See you next episode. And thank you again, Norfolk State University.
You've been listening to I Love My HBCU ? Let's keep the conversation going as we share our stories and encourage more practical support of HBCUs, whilst of course holding each other accountable. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for the latest episodes. Until next time, love and lift your HBCU.